everybody, and welcome to the Angevin Countryside and Farmers of Angevin. I don't know if I'm saying Angevin right, or if it's Angevin, I'm not sure. This is a new series. It's probably going to be quite a laid back, slow paced series, so you probably won't be getting huge amounts of episodes, but basically it's a new multiplayer series. This was thought up by Cobbler Farms and Wasteland Gaming. If you haven't checked those guys out, I recommend you do go and check them out. Cobbler kindly asked me if I wanted to be involved. It's kind of run everything past me. I quite like the idea of it. I'm not very experienced with multiplayer. I've literally played it once, and that was on this game a few months ago. So it's going to take me a little while to get used to it, I think. And yeah, so I've jumped in. It is run on a, what is it called? A dedicated server, I guess it's called. So there is actually 4 of us. The 4th content creator, we're all content creators, is the Farming Sims. And yeah, the sort of goal of the series is to end up owning the whole map. So there is a few sort of rules. I'm still trying to get my head around a lot of it myself, so some of you will probably be more clued up on all of this than what I am. But what basically has happened, this is the map if you're not familiar with it. It's quite a huge map. There's all sort of varying different size fields, etc. Cobbler and Wasteland have been on here setting everything up. They've done a fantastic job. They've added in a few things, different sell points, and then what we had to do, we had our names in a hat, and we drew the names out of the hat. Whoever was picked out sort of first got to choose their starting sort of farm and land. Now, one of the rules was you're only allowed to buy 1 plot with buildings on, and then obviously you buy other things. We've all started in start from scratch, so you get 500,000 euros each. Obviously you do get that loan as well. So if I go down to my finances, I do have a 200,000 euro loan. I've only got 243,596 left, which sounds a lot, but I haven't got any equipment yet. So Cobbler, funnily enough, name was drawn out first, so he picked his farm and fields, etc. first. I was second. Wasteland was third, and then the Farming Sims came in and chose his as well. If I click on that, it will make it a lot easier. Everything you see in purple is basically owned by the Bank of Angevin. So obviously Cobbler's set all this up in Wasteland. So the Bank of Angevin owns certain things like Field 84 and all this bit here. So you can do work for the Bank of Angevin. I'm reading some of the rules and things like that, so forgive me. This episode's going to be sort of kind of setting up. Server's going to run 24/7. It gets a service reboot once a day at 5 AM CET. I think that's Central Eastern Time, isn't it? It's going to be running at 21 days a month with a time dilation of ×3, and in brackets that says basically 1 month is going to equal 7 days in real life. Hopefully that is how it's supposed to work. Again, I'm still trying to get my head around this. Next on the list, the Bank of Angevin owns peripheral land. I've just showed you that in purple. It also says player can provide work for the bank, e.g. snow blowing, mowing. It's on normal economy. Trailer fill limit is on, so we're not going to be able to get full loads in the trailers. Fuel usage is on normal, and we do have some special rules here. AI workers are not allowed. Cost of labour per hour is €2,000 per hour. I'm again not quite sure about that. Money is being transferred between players or bank. Hours can be exchanged between players. I don't know what that means either, hours being exchanged. I'm not very good at this. I will get the hang of it. There's no field work to be done during the rain. No auto load bell or pallet equipment. No selling fields. So if you buy a field, you've got to stick with it. And livestock has to be transported by the players, excluding chickens. And like I say, the goal of the series is to eventually, between the four of us, own all available land and own and run at least all the production chains installed in the default map. Where are we? Is there anything else that we need to tell you? It does say here as well that the game also provides great possibility to utilise and present already released and upcoming DLCs to viewers. Precision Farming DLC will be added after release. So, there you go. Like I say, probably just be jumping on here now and then because it is running all the time 24/7. We can sort of just pop in when we want, so the episodes could be a little bit few and far between. Right, in the orange over here is Cobbler. He chose this farm here and these fields like so. He's got some potatoes there, sorghum, etc. like that. Wasteland was next after me. I'll show you my plot in a minute. He chose up here, which has got a sort of pig pen and a fuel point, and he's got these fields here. 44 is quite huge, so obviously you do need to be careful with your money. And then the farming sims has chose over here. He's got sheep. It does actually have the sugar mill already, so that's one that looks like we've already owned. He's got these fields around him as well. I am down here in this left hand corner. I chose this farm. We've got a sheep pen on there, or barn, farmhouse, fuel point and a silo. I don't know if that's a multi-fruit silo. And then we've got these fields, so it did cost me a fair bit. Now the reason why I've jumped on is because obviously August is almost over. We're at 3:39 PM. After August it is going to get put up to 3 times. The reason it's only 0.5 is I think they're being kind to me because I do have 1, 2, 3 fields I have to harvest in August. So I've got my work cut out this episode, and we've got wheat, canola and oats, so they do need to be harvested now basically. So that is why I'm on here. Every now and then, if we are recording, some of the other guys might jump in. Cobbler did say he was going to come in later and give me a hand with the harvest, but whether he's here or not, I'm not sure how long the episodes will be. They'll be sort of cut in here and there because the harvesting is going to take a fair amount of time. If I show you up in landscaping mode, this is our farm. So we do have the farmhouse. You can just see the sleep trigger in there through the window. There's the fuel point. We've got a workshop. There's the silo. And then the sheep barn. Now, you are allowed to sell all your buildings on the plot of land that you own, which we probably will do because that is going to generate some money for us. And we can put down cheaper things. So I've had a quick look earlier when I was buying the land. Obviously can sell everything apart from this shed for some reason. Even if I go into demolish even, cannot get rid of that. But we are going to get rid of everything else. So we're going to get rid of our farmhouse. We've no longer got a sleep trigger. Ooh, that workshop is still there. Can we get rid of that? Going to get rid of the silo. Again, we can place things down that are going to be a lot cheaper than that. That could be a bit annoying. Right. Surely I can get rid of that. Oh, is that not going to let us get rid of that? Oh, that's gone. Right, so we could have a workshop here. I might have to bear that in mind when we place things down. I'm not too worried at the minute about a farmhouse, etc. We can sort that out a little bit later. We do need to get this harvest on the go, and I'm going to have to put a silo down now because yeah, because we need to tip things in there. So what have we actually got in terms of silos that are fairly cheap? Obviously I haven't got every single mod. The mods that I have downloaded myself personally are not in here. Some of them will be, but if you're familiar with multiplayer, it only loads up the mods that have been selected for this map. So we do have some cheap silos. That guy could be quite interesting. That is only 11,000. That's 30. That's a multi-fruit silo with barn. That's the... No, I don't think we'll go for that. That is the one we've just sold. 110,000. And then we've got some more. I think we will go for this guy. It is a little bit big. Wondering if it will fit over there quite nice. I'm a little bit worried about that workshop now. We come out a little bit. We should be able to sort of swing in and out. Right, let's place that down. Bang. We've got our silo. That, for now, is all I'm worried about. That is quite huge, actually, isn't it? So we need to start buying some equipment now. I wonder if we... See, that is not letting me click on that now. That is annoying. Oh well. I mean, that icon, when I get used to the map, I will be turning these icons off. But that is okay. Right, we need to get ourselves a harvester. So let's jump up to the shop. Oh yeah, I need to talk to you about these as well. Right, we're at the shop. Let's get out. There we go. We'll shut the door because we are nice people. In these sheds, we do have a forklift and a telehandler, which we can use if I jump in there. So we can use this for loading pallets and things like that, which is pretty cool. So that is handy. That has been added in because obviously there's no auto load or anything like that. So that is quite smart what they've done there. Right, let's get ourselves a harvester. I have no idea what mods are in. I've seen a few of them when I was loading up the game, but I'm a bit worried there isn't anything cheap. Oh, the TX32's there. That might not be a bad shout, or we could go for the Dominator. It's a little bit more expensive, but it'll hold more. Apart from that, there's not a lot, is there? That Deutschfahrt, that's what we start off with in quite a few of the maps. That's a little bit pricey. 8.5. I think we might go for this Dominator, you know. I know it's more expensive than that, but it holds a lot more. What are the headers like again on them? I think the Dominator's decent one, isn't it? I mean, we could go for a bigger header. We don't have to go. I'm assuming that would... Oh, that's 45 grand though, that is ridiculous. That's 5.1, and that is 4 for the TX32. That's only 8.5 grand though. That could be the way forward, guys. Yeah, because these are all going to be very expensive. Right, let's get if I go like this, we should be able to buy everything. We're going to need the trailer for the header as well. Wheels, I'm not too fussed about. Quite like the Vedesteins. Actually, we'll go Trelleborg. So look, that little bit more chunkier design. What does that do? I think that puts the... Well, that technically is like the EU version. We are in the EU. We are in France. Chassis colour, we've either got the green or we can go dark grey. I think we'll go dark grey. It doesn't cost us anything. So, oh, we have... I'm not going to do that actually. I know it's only 250, but I'm going to be very, very tight with my money in this series. Right, let's buy that. Awesome. And we will buy the trailer, because I don't think we're going to get away with going along the roads like that. We're not going to buy that because that is very expensive. We will buy this fella. So everything should be out. Oh, the harvester's obviously behind me. That's, I'll tell you what, if we hook up to that, hopefully we can whiz along. Come on. Oh no, can I change that setting? I don't know if I can change many settings on here. I don't think it's in there, is it? I really don't like that stop and go setting. I'd rather... I don't think I can change that. No, that's only there, isn't it? Right. So like I say, Cobbler could jump in at any point, or any of the other guys. What is quite cool as well is myself and Wasteland, we are from the UK. Cobbler is from Finland, and the Farming Sims is Australian. So it could be a bit tricky getting us all on here at the same time, but we are going to try it. That is seriously going to do my head in, that right, come on, hook on there, will you? Yeah, we've got to stop and start like that. Come on, that should snap on there. They normally do. We're not going to do it, are we now? Right, let's put it on ourselves then. Right, anyway, I'm going to get this done. I will see you back at the farm. We'll start some harvesting, because we've got 3 fields to do. So I'll see you very shortly. Right, we're down here. I think what we'll do is harvest that field first, because it's the smallest, and kind of work our way back to the farm. Yeah, so we're going to need tractor, trailer, everything. Oh my goodness, this is going to be... We're not obviously alright for money, but... Right, I didn't really show you the other fields. So obviously these are our ones in the darker orange. 143 even is a grass field. We do have 148, which is where we're parked. So we've got 2 small grass fields, so that could come in handy further down the line. They don't have to stay grass fields. This is the big wheat field that needs harvesting. Oats at 146, that needs harvesting. Soybeans there, they are growing, probably ready soon. Canola there, which we're going to harvest, and then next door 151 is corn. That is our fields. We do have a sell point, which is been coolly named Mario and Luigi's Pizzeria. I think that was Wasteland that come up with that idea. What I do like about these fields down here, the corn and the canola, if we were to get rid of these trees, we could plough that through, make that one decent sized field. So we've got that option. And yeah, well, the same with all of them really. We could get rid of this grass field, you know, but we'll see what happens. But this is it. That's in pretty good nick actually, the grass field. I don't know what any of the other fields are like, to be honest with you. I haven't really studied them that well. Yeah, this is pretty rubbish. We've got weeds in there. It's only 33%, so yeah, not great. You may see it jump a little bit because obviously this is hooked up, well, I guess to the internet, isn't it? So I've got to get used to that. I'm going to have to ask Cobbler to change that setting. I really don't like that. Let's stop and go. I have to keep pressing it again. That is the wrong side. What am I doing? Obviously I'm not going to put you through all of this harvest because that wheat field is going to take me quite some time. So we will, come on, be cutting again as well. Right. So let's unfold ourselves. Let's turn those off. And let's go. I wonder if this is all going to fit in this harvester. If it does, I will just drive this up to the silo and unload it from there. See, I did even think about that cornfield, getting rid of that, ploughing that through and putting something else in there, but it's growing, or it's grown pretty well, so I don't think we will. I think we will keep it, but again that means we're going to get, or need to get a corn header at some point. Obviously we could lease that, and we're not allowed any workers, so we've got to do everything ourselves. I think there is an option where we can put out contracts to the other players, but like it said in the rules, we do need to pay them. I need to sort of get clarification on that, or some of the things on here. I thought I'd just jump on tonight and get this done because I don't really want to lose any of these crops, because that is going to be a massive loss if we did that. That would be 3 fields gone, and obviously you've just seen the size of the wheat field. I think we may get all of this in our harvester, you know, because it's not got a very good yield. Have we got... I might not be able to see those options now. I can't see any of those, can I? Just wondering if crop destruction was on, but that's in the other settings. So there is contracts as well we can take on to earn ourselves some money. Those vehicles, obviously our harvester now, etc., has been added to that, but there is basically the forklift, etc., in there and whatnot. 34 degrees, look at that. We are gonna be roasting. Did I see... No, I didn't. That's our... I thought I saw a dot there. I thought that might have been one of the other chaps, but it's not. It's our header trailer. So, let me hear your thoughts on this series. I hope it's going to be good for you guys and some of you enjoy it. It's something a bit different. It's certainly something I haven't done or been involved in yet, so that's why I was quite excited about taking part. I was a little bit worried. We have got a little bit of a ford going on there, if you want to call it that. Look, a bit of water. I was a bit worried about how much time I could commit to the series, but as soon as Cobbler told me it's going to be very slow paced, He even said that he'd probably only be doing, you know, a couple of episodes here and there. I think he said a couple a month, which is certainly more manageable. But yeah, I think it'd be quite a cool little series, and it, you know, being slow paced like that gives you guys a chance to sort of catch up on it. And obviously you can jump in and watch sort of the other guys take on it, see what they're up to, because you'll only be seeing what I'm doing. And I think we've got it set to, if anyone else does come on here, you shouldn't hear their voice. I think we have got crop destruction on, so I've just run over that. Yeah, we have. Excellent. I haven't got a very good crop as it is, and I'm running over it. But we can talk to each other through Discord. They've set up like a walkie-talkie system. Again, I'm not sure how that works. It's all new to me. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to play the game. I will pick it up though as we go. Right, I'm going to get this done. I'll probably bring you in towards the end once we've got a full harvester, or if we do get more than the harvester amount, then we're going to have to go and get a tractor, but I think we're going to be okay by the look of it. So I'll see you again in a minute, guys. I'm not very happy about that road sign being there. That's right in the way, isn't it? Right, see you in a bit. Right, oh, I've disconnected. We did manage to get it all in our harvester. Not a very big amount at all. Pretty disappointing, but then that field was in a bit of a bad state. So we'll go over to our farm. There's our silo. I think that fits in quite well, actually. Decent capacity for it. It is multi-fruit. So there is the oats and the wheat to our right. They are going to take a long time to do. So I'm definitely not going to do those on camera. Otherwise this will be very long, this episode. You can wait there, pal. And we go off the main road now towards our farm, which is looking very bare and derelict at the minute. But we will sort that out. There's our small little grass field on the left. We do have a couple of trees there. That's not a bad looking tree, that one. It's slightly leaning. Again, could get rid of those at some point. We're obviously going to get a decent amount of straw off of this as well. So there is plenty of possibilities if we all work together in terms of getting production chains going, straw, etc. I mean, I guess that wouldn't work, would it? Swapping sort of like straw between each other. So if some of the guys had animals. Right, that is unloading into there, which is cool. Do we get... oh yeah, there we go. Farm silo, multi-fruit. That is going up. No point doing anything with that canola, because that is... I will try and see if I can get rid of that. Maybe someone somewhere knows, unless some of you guys know. Can't seem to click on it yet. I'll give it a proper go. Can't seem to get rid of this shed. Does it have lights? There is something there. Is that a light switch? No, maybe they are automatic then. But again, can't get rid of that. But that's not a bad shed, is it? It gives us a sort of starting point, like so. Right, plenty to do, absolutely stacks to do. I will do those other two fields. I probably will bring you back in. Let's have a quick look at the wheat field. What's that going? That's not too bad, 73%. There's only partial weeds in there. I'm not quite sure about the oat field. Yeah, I'll definitely bring you in when we sort of decide on a tractor trailer. I mean, I could keep going backwards and forwards with a harvester, but we are going to need a tractor trailer at some point, so there's probably not much point in shying away from it. But anyway, guys, this is annoying. I've got to get used to that. I'll see you, well, quite a while. So see you in a bit. So guys, we are done. As you can see, the oat field over there, we've got tons of straw to be picked up. Wheat field, oats and canola all done. Done and dusted. No one dropped in, so we were on our own all that time. Although I was just looking earlier at Wastelands area, and it looks like the canola field and the oat field has been harvested, but there's no signs of any machinery on the map. I would have thought that, well, unless it's been left too long and it's been harvested by the computer, but I'm not sure. Right, I did have another thought, and I've probably left it too late to think about that because we've not got a lot of wheat in the harvester. I've just been running backwards and forwards, tipping into our silo through the pipe of the harvester. But I was thinking, all that wheat, why don't we put down a chicken coop? And we do have this small one here, which holds 360 chickens, and it's only 9,000 to put down. I was thinking maybe kind of over here, a bit out of the way. I'm a little bit wary about putting anything over here yet because I want to see what we can do with that, and obviously you need to think about shed space again as well. I think what we'll do first is a bit of landscaping to just turn all this into whatever that is. Gravel maybe, is that? Let's see what textures we've got available to us. I think it is that gravel there, isn't it? Yeah. Right. So yeah, let's just turn this whole area the same, and we can always change it a little bit later, just to get rid of that grass, like so. Obviously it's not always going to look like this. So chickens, yeah, we do have other things modded in, but I fancy some chickens. They're easy to do. I do quite often do them straight off the sort of bat. We go there, do free mode, place that. That's pretty good. Might as well max out the pen because they're not going to be very expensive, and obviously keeping with the rules, we can buy the chickens from here, so we don't need to transport these. So it's pretty straightforward. The eggs are going to be there, so it shouldn't really get in the way. So we will go for the fully grown ones. So 3,300. Oh, I don't want that. Do I want that? Buy 300, 360. So yeah, that did cost us a fair bit. In fact, what did that cost us? 19,800. That is not too bad. there they are. Should start getting some eggs from them. So at least we've got some animals on the go. The harvester is looking absolutely filthy. We've used a fair amount of fuel. Obviously I've got rid of the fuel tank on our farm. I've no idea where the nearest fuel point is, so we possibly could add another. There we go, fuel tank later. Let's have a quick look. What was quite handy earlier is from the shop, you can't quite see it, but we came down this road. There is a track there. Well, it's a road, it's not a track. And then the traffic goes all up around there. So there is a fuel point on other people's farms. Yeah, I think we'll just put one down on our farm. That has probably not touched the sides of the chickens. Let's have a look. Oh, well, it's not too bad. But I was just kind of a little bit reluctant to get a tractor this episode because I might do a little bit more resourcing. I mean, obviously we do have only the mods that are given to us. I want to keep the costs down, so we'll go straight towards the mods. These guys are modded in. See, this would be a good little fella, but my only thing with that is it kept getting stuck sometimes in a gear. I don't know if that's been updated. So 33.5 for that. Yeah, that's... I don't think we're going to get a lot cheaper than that for that horsepower. That's 180 horsepower. These are well out of our range. Small tractors, again, that's getting a little bit low. We do have these 4-strict ones. 150 horsepower. That's the same price though, so that cool little fella there. That's only 95, yeah, so it could be that Fiat Agri. I'm probably going to leave that for a minute. We will park up all, well, I say all, we've only got a harvester. I was going to say all our equipment, but that snap on there, that's awesome. Obviously we do have a shed. I don't know, I don't think there's any sort of rule at the minute that we have to have a farmhouse. Obviously, well, do we even need one, or do we have to have one? I'll have to check with Cobbler on that. But for now, let's park up the harvester, the trailer. Oh, looks like those lights are on, but now I don't think we're going to squeeze both in the same bay, so we put them separate for now, and that gives us another 2 bays. We could squeeze something in next to this if we have to. Fold the harvester up. And we'll back that up, and that will be it for this episode. Like I said earlier, it's going to be a very slow paced game, especially with it being 21 days per month. So we will have plenty of time to do things like prepping our fields, etc. I don't know how often the other guys will be on here. What I am worried about though is when it skips over to September, are those guys going to have enough feed? That is what I'm thinking. And we can't really make any mistakes here, so placing that down, you know, if I was playing on my own, if I made a mistake, I could quit back out, load back in. We can't do that on this series. It is running all the time. Do not get an option to save it. So it is what it is. But I'm quite happy with so far. we do have quite a bit in here. How much did we end up with? Can we get a reading? There we go. 36,782 litres of wheat, 11,556 litres of oats, and 3,903 litres of canola. So we definitely have enough. What I might do is I just might nip in, because I am running out of time personally. I might nip in and just top these chickens up. But then I guess you're missing out on what I will buy. But I think you will miss little bits here and there. I don't know if you're going to see everything, because obviously the guys are going to be doing things that I won't even know about until I come back on the map. So there'll be things added in, there'll be, you know, they might have bought some production chains, etc. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there for that episode, guys. Let me know your thoughts, like I say, but this could be interesting. I'm quite excited about it as well. But I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.